Holy moly. My friends, look what we have here. I have made it to state number 47, Alaska. And there's my bag. Oh man, I forgot the wheel on here and it's still on. That's a miracle. The airport process is not that bad. You have to take a test within 72 hours of coming here, and you upload the test, and then when you get off the plane, there's a bunch of lines where you have to fill out forms and make sure you have all your ducks in a row. It went through pretty smooth, and I'm out. I'm free. Getting things started with the ceremonial bike build. This is the first time in a long time since I've packed my bike away. And the Evoc bike bag is always good. Oh, it's nice having the electronic shifting and stuff, less cables. I could take more stuff off and not feel like I'm messing everything up. 35 bucks to take my bike on Alaska Airlines, an all-time low price. I have paid $150 each way for at least 20 different flights I've done. So this was a very nice change. Many different airlines now are charging normal baggage prices for bikes, as long as you keep the weight down. I didn't store anything in here except for my knee pads and my helmet. Just the bike, knee pads, helmet, kept the bike very light. Normally I stuff a bunch of stuff in there. Not anymore. I stuff a bunch of stuff in my regular checked luggage and it all measured out just fine. So the Alaska adventure begins today in Anchorage, Kincaid Park. I got my buddy Robb with me, who's hosting me. He sent an email out to me probably more than a year ago saying, hey, if you ever come to Alaska, he's got the setup, he's got friends. So this is gonna be so cool. This is Lee Bolling. He is one of the original founders of Singletrack out here, of actually bike-made trails. Almost 10 years ago, they started work out here, Singletrack advocates, just getting mountain bike good trails out here versus weird old Nordic ski trails. So we're gonna see it all today and have a good time. We got Max as well. Let's do it. Hey, it's fall. Rob was joking that you guys don't really get a fall. Does winter just sweep in and kill everything? And
totally, just comes right in.
Yeah, so we got some yellow. This is great.
I love the smell in the fall too. Get that nice, good leaf smell.
Yeah.
What was that, Rob? I said that's nice. He's got a nice woodsy smell.
Temperature is really nice, actually. It's about 55 degrees. I got my jacket on, but I'll be sweating pretty soon. Whoa! The first actually using my brakes. The stopping power wasn't really there. Yeah, it does have kind of a weird smell too. Yeah, rot.
So this was like the trail that I wanted to build, just starting up. And all I wanted to do was really just build this trail, and that was it. And then Janice was like, Lee, you should think bigger. So we started off with like 3 miles, and then we're like, well, let's go with 9 miles.
Wow.
And see if it goes through. And it actually went through the whole public process. So we had like 9 miles of new trail we could build.
Yeah, and this was all done on the up and up. So the battle of public hearings and environmental impact reports and just all the rigmarole that mountain bikers don't want to do. But that's how real trails get built.
Totally, you got to go through that process. But then when you do it, and you do it right, like you can come up with this awesome product that's going to last a lifetime.
Bulletproof, you know? Yeah.
Bulletproof, exactly.
Nice. Oh, my brakes are definitely not really working right now. This is not good. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh, a little hot on that. Cool. When your brakes don't work, you can't panic brake on these jumps. Woo. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Awesome.
I love mountain biking because you can be a kid as a full-grown man.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And no one thinks you're weird.
Exactly. Right turn. It is weird riding with such low brake power right now, but it's working. So this little section is called the bowling alley with a couple different trails in it, and odd days you go one direction, even days you go the other direction. So very cool to have it set up one way.
Yeah.
As long as you see that little sign.
Totally.
Someone coming from out of town probably be like, ah, da, 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 da. This reminds me of Spain so much. The yellow leaves. Whoa! Yeehaw.
Good luck, Brian.
Oh yeah.
When we built the second phase of these trails, one of our volunteers got really hurt on the trail and ended up getting paralyzed from it. And I was like, at that point I was trying to go as big and as far as possible all the time. And I just had a kid at that point. I'm like, all right, Lee, dad life time, you know? So I made this rule with myself that I go 89% speed, but 111% style. So just try to like flow and manual and just like have as much fun as possible, but not go as completely as fast as possible.
Well, it's a good thing you're an engineer because you figured out that math.
Totally, right?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. He's putting the power down. Rob said once he started making friends out here and riding, he was on a single speed and he couldn't figure out like how to gauge his gearing, so he finally broke down and got a bike with gears. Oh wow, this is cool. Yeah. Woo. It's funny, this cable just started rattling against the bars. I gotta get a little piece of tape. Stop that. Gotta have a silent bike.
There's a nice Nordic ski trail bridge right here.
Oh, so it's got a good grade to be able to ski over. Or manual, wheelie over.
111% style.
There we go.
That's awesome. We're dropping into Evolution. These are the north side trails. These were built in 2013, 2014, and just had a revamp to really overhaul them and get some more fun and sustainability. Oh, wow. Beautiful big berms. Yeah. What a crazy thing to be the artist that builds the trail, and then when you ride the trail, you're like an artist in the air. It's amazing. Whoa! What has like a two-way street like that? It's so cool.
When we built these trails, there's a ton of people involved with it. And I was one part of doing the project management stuff, but we had awesome trail builders. There's Happy Trails that was out here, Ptarmigan Trails. And then we had a whole army of hundreds of volunteers out here. And also the Single Track Advocates board members and trail crew leaders were out here. And really huge shout out to like Ryan Grief, Chad Burris, Andy Petroni, a bunch of those guys for coming out here and just making these trails.
Can't do it by yourself.
No,
it really
you got
takes everyone pulling in the same direction.
That's right, that's right. And you know, we're always out here maintaining the trails and cutting out trees that fall down and all that stuff, fixing drainage, and just a huge shout out to all the volunteers that help and make this thing possible.
Yeah, thank you guys. You're making my day fantastic. I'm breathing normally again. Here we go.
Yeah, I like we got a little break.
It must be the altitude.
Yeah, right? Sea level.
We must be at least 50 feet above sea level. Yeah. Our brakes are almost at full power. Whew. Yeah. Oh. Hello. 2 more coming. Wild dogs. So there's a program called Mighty Bikes out here. Almost 300 kids get out on bikes ages 9 to 16 about, and just an awesome mountain bike program. Get kids exposed to this amazing sport, get their skills up. Nothing like starting young in a sport this awesome for just setting the tone for lifetime fitness and friends and adventure. Woo! Yeah. Whoa. One little slick spot. We did pretty good. Drainage out here is pretty dang good. It's been windy, so that dries up the trails real quick. This is second breakfast. Wow, what a cool looking trail. It used to be a Nordic ski track that was abandoned, and so they asked the Nordic club if they could build a trail on it. Whoa, and these big mounds of dirt were all trucked in. Wow. From construction sites, all this dirt they didn't have any use for. Mountain bikers can use it. Yeah. Oh, super cool. Woo! That was a nice berm. Oh. Wow, what a beautiful trail. And fun too. It's not just good looking. Kind of like me. Wow. Woo! Yeah! Holy moly. Damn, that was cool.
Yeah, you like that?
Best one yet, I think. The flow was just so perfect. Haven't seen a mosquito yet. That is definitely the thing about coming in the summer. You would not believe it if I told you how crazy the mosquitoes are. You get off the plane in the jetway and you start seeing mosquitoes. And then you're in the airport and you start seeing mosquitoes. And then you get in the Uber, the taxi, and the mosquitoes are just trying to get into. It's just so crazy.
And they're big.
The state bird. Woo! Yeah! Woo! That was a perfect jump. Cool.
Let's do it.
Northwest Passage.
Northwest Passage.
Whoa. Through the moose dung heap.
Yeah.
Wow. Yes. Woo! Wow, awesome. Wow, oh my God. With the view of the ocean up there, that was trippy. So much more steep than it looks probably. Holy crap, he just went 17 feet in the air. Holy moly, 120% style.
Yeah, dude, you could get big on
You went way out. Woo! Yeah. Haha. Oh yeah. Woo! Yeah. Freight train. Are these the Alaskan Huskies that they talk about? Iditarod?
Hey, look at these guys.
I didn't think I'd be able to see them on a trip, but I'm glad we did. I just made this up and I want it to catch on. Gnarly is when it's gnarly uphill. It's very gnarly.
Ooh, I like that.
With a U. Yeehaw.
Yeah. Yeehaw.
Isn't this beautiful?
Low tide.
Yeah. This Tourniquet Arm has the second biggest swings in tide in the world.
Whoa. I have been so lucky on this trip to just have fantastic weather, great people, great conditions. Even with COVID, even with all the random stuff, even with horribly shifting my bike and breaking it, it's been super cool. Oh, that was weird. Wonder if it's loose or... But yeah, getting 47 states down, holy moly. What an amazing thing. Well, we might have been lucky not to see a moose. There's a lot of stories where they just won't get off the trail. And you're like, this is a one-way. I had a plan, we were gonna go this way. And you gotta change plans real quick. Oh yeah, I remember this. The sand pit. So all these big plants are called cow parsnip. And I just touched the underside of one and it has spikes. And then Max was saying that in the summer when it's really, you know, producing oils, it's almost like a little breakout, poison ivy, poison oak kind of thing. But the sun has to touch the oil to make it worse. He said there's a lot of stuff that'll make you itch out in Alaska. Don't use it for toilet paper, even though it's big and nice. Thank you.
STA.
STA hat. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Awesome.
This year?
Great story. These trails getting made, and it's awesome to see them in real life.
Yeah, totally.
Thanks, dude.
And dude, this is the book I just made.
This is the book.
It's freaking sweet.
Let's do it. Welcome to Earth.
Yeah, it's called Welcome to Earth, Fellow Human.
That was a perfect way to get the Alaskan trip started. I will have time for a couple more rides. Really, all I wanted to get was one ride in. If I got one ride in, I could check it off the list. But since I'll be here a little longer and the weather doesn't look too bad, I'll get some more rides in. So thanks to Lee so much, and of course to Rob for putting me up. We're gonna have a lot more fun here in Alaska. Hope you stick around and watch it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the trail.